So a Canvas ad is essentially a immersive advertising experience. So I'm going to quickly show you this video and give you an idea of what it looks like. So you can have videos, you can have landscape type images that people can rotate by tilting their phone. It's sort of a 360 virtual experience without it really being virtual reality. You can have carousel cards, you can have single images, as you can see here. You can have text and headlines. You can have call to action buttons. You can have a button at the bottom of your Canvas ad. So it's almost like you're creating a mini website within Facebook. So people are never leaving Facebook. This is an actual ad that sits within Facebook the entire time, right? So it's really, really great for top of funnel stuff to create awareness, especially if this is a brand new product or if it's around sort of community type stuff or it's a high-end luxury product. This works really, really well with this. This type of ad also works really well with travel. So if you're working with travel clients, you want to make sure that they're weaving Canvas ads in some shape or form. So I'm going to show you how to create a Canvas ad in your ad account. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create a Canvas ad. So we are in the ad level of your ad account. And what we have done here is we've selected Canvas. Now we're going to scroll down here. And essentially what you want to, oh, I need to select mobile only in my placement. Great stuff. Okay, so I guess that brings me to the first point. Canvas ads are only available on mobile, guys. This is not something that you can do on desktop. So once you are in your ad level, and you can see here you've got the Canvas ad, you select that. And what you need to do first is create the ad that the user will actually see in the news feed. So this is just like a link click ad. The dimensions are 1200 by 628 here. So if we use this photo here, and then you'll create the copy and the headline here. Now, they do not provide you with a preview for Canvas ads because it is sort of rich media. But essentially, here's what we're going to do. So instead of picking a website destination, so a URL as a destination, now it is the Canvas. So when we selected this up here, essentially we've told Facebook we're going to send this to a Canvas. Now you can pick a Canvas if you've created some already. They're going to show up in a drop down here. This ad account doesn't have any canvases, so let's go ahead and create one. And the prompts are pretty simple, guys. So you can do a tour if you want with Facebook, or we can do open a blank canvas. And so it starts to ask you, these are the 6 elements that you can have within a canvas. So you can have a button, and you can have this so that it's fixed at the bottom of your canvas, or so that it is fluid and it only shows up at the bottom. You can have a carousel, so those are one by one images that you can swipe through. You can have single images, you can have text, you can have video, and you also can have a header. So let's start with a button. Let's do a button. So this is our button right here, and it actually shows you the preview of your canvas as you're going. And then here's the, I guess, the WYSIWYG for the canvas. So you can change the color of your button. You can even insert the color code here. I mean, I'm just making this up here. Nice. You can fill it. You can do button position. Is it fixed to the button? Is it in the default? So this is once you start adding more images through here, this will start being bumped down, or you can make it so that it's always fixed to the bottom. And of course, you can change the color. or, you know, click here for a quote, and you can change your button color. Oh. Perfect. Great. And obviously selecting the URL for this button. So we're going to go test.com for this one. Now you can also select a theme for your canvas. So you can have it white, sort of iPhone-y. You can have it black, or you can have it custom. Pretty simple stuff. And when you want to add another element, we're just going to click on Add Component. And let's say we want to have a photo. So we're going to go Photo. We're going to select our photo. So this is a landscape image, and here are the options that you have. You can have it make it fit to the width. So at the moment it's made it quite small because it's trying to fit it within the dimensions of the canvas. Or you can have it so that it taps to expand, so when someone clicks on this image it will expand out. Or you can have it so that they can tilt to pan. So obviously this is not going to work really well with this photo. It's probably going to feel a little claustrophobic. But if you have a landscape photo of a destination or a house for sale or anything like that, a car, anything like that, it might work really well to do a tilt to pan. And obviously you can choose to have a URL. This is optional. You don't need to select this. We can add another component again. We can add some text. This is my text. And you can play around, right? There's so many options here, guys. Oh. And if you wanted to move this up, you simply select Move Up. So the user interface of this is pretty simple. Now, here's something that you need to, obviously you're going to build it out in a bit more detail. This is not the best looking canvas for obvious reasons. You're going to make yours look super pretty. And then you're going to click Save. Let's give this one a name actually. Perfect. So once it's saved and you've got a name for it and you're done with it and you're happy, as long as it's saved, you can always edit it. As soon as you push this button, you can't make further changes. So you can only duplicate it and then, you know, edit the duplicated version before you complete it. So if you want to come back and edit some changes, you can save it and do so. This is a new feature, and thank goodness this rolled this out, because in the past, if you were missing an element, you had to keep the window open and it was just really bad, right? So now you can save it, and I'm going to show you where you can find it very soon. But if you are finished with it and you're happy with it, you're going to push finish. Just remember, as soon as you push this, you cannot edit it again. So let's push finish. And again, that's what they're asking for here. Okay, so before we move on and exit out of here, what I do want to show you is this little feature here that allows you to essentially share the canvas with your client so that you can get approval. This is really magic, right? Because this ad is very rich. It's got a lot of media in it. It's multimedia, right? And so it's really something that you need your client to approve in most instances. And this little feature here allows you to do this. You can also preview your canvas by selecting this. And this will send this to your mobile. So whoever's, you know, if you've got, as long as you've got Pages app on your mobile, you will be able to preview the canvas. Perfect. So when we go in here, now you'll see, if we close this one and we go in here, the canvas shows up here. So we can just select this. So the user will still see this in their mobile feed. It will look like a normal ad, except it will have this little button here, this little arrow. And as soon as they tap this, it will open up the canvas, that immersive, rich media experience. So that's essentially how to build a canvas ad. Next up, we're going to look at building a lead ad.